This is my 1903. It's a Remington model. The barrel's, what's it say, December of 42. The serial number puts it in January of 43. Okay, I got a nice stock. A couple nicks and dings here, but I'm just going to leave them the way they look. I'm going to break it down with a quick cleaning, and it's off to the range. What I do is I always put it in the center point. This is your on-off. This is for your magazine cutoff. Bring it to the center. Bolt comes right out. Break down the bolt. This little tab here you just push in and find the bolt. There's a tab right here, just push that in. And I take the tension off the spring. The whole point of having this up in the first place. And you push down on the spring, and here's, you see there's like kind of notched. Slides in, slides out. Pull this out. Remember, you got spring tension. You got the spring tension loose. This is your cap, your spring. And that's your bolt. Could break this down a little bit more, but I'm not going to do that. No point in doing that. You take the extractor out, but don't want to do that either. Alright, time to clean the bolt up. What I do is get a quick little spray down. Not much. I wipe the excess off. This is really just clean it up, protect the metal. I'll get a Q-tip, rub real quick on the inside. There's the bolt. Mine's pretty clean anyways. I'm just quick little rub on the inside, get any excess grease out and the oil out. Got the face here, and just make sure that's nice and wipe it down real good. Now I always put a little bit of grease right here on my threads, and I put a little bit of oil right here on my spring. Not much, just a little bit. Just working in with your fingers. Time to put the bolt back together. Slide it in. Put your spring on. This is directional. You'll see one side's smaller than the other side. This side right here, that's where your firing pin goes into. Put some pressure down. It's a little harder when your fingers are nice and oily. Firing pin in, a little groove here, slides it in, that slides up, and there's your firing pin. Now some people, what I do is I pull it back, and lock it in. Now you got more tension on your spring, it's a lot easier to thread it back in. What I do is take it in, thread it up. A little notch here, push that down, line it up. There you go, that's your firing pin. Get the pressure back off. Now give it another good wipe down. Places that I put some grease on. The front lugs, especially right here, there's a lot of pressure. Goes on right here on these lugs. And right here. Just a little dab on. There's a lot of pressure on these locking lugs. Mainly try to keep it on the back end, but I do the whole thing. A little bit on the front, a little bit on the sides. But mainly I like to try to make sure it's on the back part. I think that's where most of the pressure is. Right here. See right here, Mausers don't have this, but this is another locking bolt right here, lug right here. So, right on here too. You can sort of see where metal has been scraped away. The last thing I do is right here on the trigger part. This is like where the trigger hits it, releases it. A little bit of grease right there too. That's the bolt. Put this aside.